Get out.
I said I'm sorry.
Go with your nigga.
I'm sorry.
He said get out. I think you should leave, bro. He said get out.
Hey, go. Come on, let's go. Pack your shit up too. Take everything.
No, like it was an accident.
Fuck you mean accident?
It was
Go,
an accident.
go. Let's go. Come on, let's go. Go out.
Oh my god. Yo.
Get out of here, bro.
Yo, he putting her out. He putting her out, bro.
Come on.
Yo, he putting her
Come on,
out.
let's go. Come on, you good.
It don't matter how old a man gets, he's always gonna have options. Younger, finer, fitter, willing. They wasted all their time telling all these good men, oh no, you're not my type, and I need a man that's gonna do all this stuff for me. Oh, you too broke for me. Y'all brag about the fact that y'all don't cook. You brag about the fact that you're not cleaning for nobody. You brag about the fact that you're selfish. You brag about all these things that are contrary to what a man wants. What happens is they start approaching that wall. Once they are approaching that wall, or once they hit it, they already got kids. They're not in their prime anymore. And then they get frustrated and try to convince other women that they also don't need men because now they no longer qualify. Now what are you left with? You're broken, used, washed up, your self-worth, your dignity, all of that done gone. If you the prize, who the prize winner? If you the prize, where is the collector of the prize?
Why do I got a bank statement in the mail with an account that I don't know nothing about?
First of all, don't come in here yelling at me about no account. I have an account to make sure I'm good. That's why the account is there.
Why are you taking money out of the account while I don't know?
You are my husband. I have to make sure I'm good. If we were to ever get divorced, I'm not about to be out here with nothing.
We gotta make sure we good. This don't got nothing to do with you sitting taking money out
Has to do
that I
with
work hard for.
Do you not work for us? Are we not a family?
Nah, you moving.
This is working for you. This ain't working for
No,
us.
it is. I have to make sure I'm good. I'm a woman. If you were to leave me, I need to be okay. What is the problem?
You need to be a problem. You a self.
What's wrong with you?
Listen, check this out. At the end of the day, you can account
Why?
for that I work hard and struggle.
I don't try to say too much about people's relationships, but what works for somebody else might not work for you.
How old are you?
40.
40?
Yeah.
You got a kid?
Absolutely, yeah.
No man's coming to pay your bills. I'm not gonna lie to you. First of all, you're 40.
But I don't look 40, so that doesn't matter.
It matters.
It don't.
You know why it matters?
Yeah, please tell me why.
Because you don't look 40, but there's somebody who actually is not 40. And I'm gonna go pay her bills because she's not 40. She doesn't have any kids. When I'm speaking on the men, I mean the men you want. Not just the guy that's a fuck around that you like, I don't even want to take serious. We're speaking on the guy that you want.
But there are still those certain guys that don't go by that same thing.
Men will sit here and tell you, this is how we think. You guys will say, no, it's not. This is how you think. But you're a woman telling men
how they think.
how we think. You got this guy over here, he can pay all your bills. You got this guy over here, he lives with his mom on the couch. Which one you picking? If you got the choice.
I'm definitely gonna choose an independent one. I'm not gonna choose a guy that's still staying with his mom.
Right. A woman with a kid is the equivalent.
Never settle when it comes to men. This is one vital life lesson I've learned, and I'm going to share it with you guys. Imagine when men are not treating you the best way, it's because you're literally a placeholder and he's waiting for the woman of his dreams to treat her right. Sometimes the basic little tiny things that you're asking him to do, he's not going to do it. Because at the end of the day, you're not his dream woman. You're not the woman that he wants to be with. And you would think that a man, knowing that he doesn't want to really be with you, would just not be with you. No. He needs a woman to actually pass the time until he finds his dream woman. So you're actually his pastime. And I don't know about you, but that makes my blood boil. I don't want to be your pastime. So I'm not going to settle. If you're not going to treat me how I want to be treated, I'm going to go and find the man that I'm his dream girl. Because if I refuse. I refuse to be your pastime. And this is why, ladies, you guys should never ever settle for a man. Just imagine, you know how hurtful it is if you're with a man for years and he won't treat you right, and then you and him break up, and then he goes to another woman and he just treats her perfectly because she was his dream girl. Like, I might have to set something on fire. I might have to set something on fire. So, guys, to prevent any crash outs, never settle for a man.
I've never texted a girl after the first date, text me when you get home so I know you made it home safely. Why don't I do shit like that? Because I did shit like that my entire fucking life growing up, and it got me nowhere.
Yeah.
Giving out boyfriend vibes, opening the car door, making myself appear safe, going out to dinner dates the first date.
Yep.
And being played out constantly. I've been through that shit. So when I'm doing the opposite and I tell you guys, instead of telling a girl, text me when you get home so you made it home safely, send her this text. Send me nudes when you get home so I know you made it home safely. Now watch the dynamic shift when you tell a girl that. And you have the attitude to fucking back it up. And you know what? She might actually send you nudes when she gets home. Boom. Even though you didn't want them, you don't give a fuck. But that's more alpha than you being, oh, babe, let me know when you walk through your door and I just want to make... Like, how many girls don't make it home safely at the end of the first fucking date?
They always figure it out. They always figure it out.
It's so true,
Whether
man.
they make it home or, as Rob said, they make it to another guy's bedroom.
She's holding well aware of the situation right now.
Good! Get the out of my house!
Okay. You are scaring me. I legally am allowed to be here. This is my house.
No, it's not your house.
I'm allowed to live here.
No, it's not.
I'm allowed to live
No.
here. You know I am. You know I'm legally allowed, and you're throwing me out of my will.
Watch.
Okay, so when the cops come, they're gonna tell you.
Oh my gosh, so Psycho is out again and will not leave my house. He will not take his dog. He's packed his van and he says that he's gonna call some mental whatever to have me evaluated when the reject is sitting right here and won't leave my house.
You
Jen.
need help.
Please let
You need help.
Tell him that I don't want him.
You need help.
Like, oh
You
my
need
God,
help.
He won't leave.
You
What
need
the
help. You need help.
Get out of my house.
You need help.
Dude, leave. You're like a kid. You stop growing up.
You
Get the
need.
out.
You need help.
Get out.
Look at how you're reacting.
Dude, I'm serving you so quick.
You're the
I'm
one
serving
screaming.
Dude,
You can.
Yeah, you have to sleep with somebody in order to get him to leave.
Okay.
So if that's what I need to do, then you know what?
You're getting crazy right now.
No, I haven't approached you, you weirdo.
Listen how you're
son of a
treating
bitch.
somebody.
Get the out.
Okay.
Get out.
Okay.
This is not your house.
I didn't say it was. I
It will
didn't.
never be your house.
You
Never.
Okay? I'm gonna call somebody from the mental institute
Do you
coming over
do
here.
this shit?
You need help.
Okay, because I have your ex-wife on the phone to vouch that you do this to people.
You need help.
Just like she needed help too.
That's what she needs to do. His mom needs it, so we can all tell you. No.
Okay.
Yeah, he won't.
Jen, you have no idea what's happening here. You really don't. Out of all due respect, you really don't. You have no idea.
Oh, because I told him I wasn't happy anymore, and he freely packed his van, and then he was like,
You scream at me. You treat people like shit.
He's sitting here recording me.
You've been recording for the last few minutes. So when they get this, when the mental people come over here and see you out, you're going to be evaluated.
Dude, I tried telling him that
I'm legally binded to be. I'm legally allowed. Legally allowed to be here.
I don't want you. I want a divorce.
Oh, good.
I don't want you.
Good.
I don't want you.
Good.
You're recording me. I don't care
I
if it's
will.
like anything. You're making me
Scream.
upset because you will not leave my property.
I have a legal right to be here. I'm not being psychotic.
Don't get out of my house.
I have a legal right.
Get out of my house.
I get mail here. I live here.
Oh, I know, because he's vindictive like that. I try to make it civil, Jen, and he's like, oh, okay, I'll make it civil. And then he blamed me for breaking into his safe. Like, why the f*** would I break into your safe when I already know what's in there?
I've never been in a safe. I've never allowed me.
Oh, well, that's probably where he kept his in his
There's nothing. You saw what's in it. You saw what's in it.
You don't use.
Let your anger spew. This is what you do.
Because I'm done with you.
Yeah.
Get out. Get out. You drive people this way.
You drive yourself.
Get out.
You drive yourself.
Leave the out.
This will be posted all over social media.
I don't care.
To see people going that are truly
Oh, because
bipolar.
they've already-
They do not want to hang out, even though their spouses love them so much and want everything for them. This is how they react.
Jen.
This is the psychotic acts because they choose not to get help for themselves. And guess what? The same thing will happen no matter who's in their life or not. And so this will be recorded so all can see the damage that they do to themselves. Even though I'm here with nothing but love and compassion, and she's on the phone with my ex-wife.
Vouching that you're the freaking crazy ass psycho.
Absolutely, absolutely. Yeah, absolutely.
Cool. I've already slept with someone. I don't want you. Yeah.
Good.
Get out.
Good.
Get out.
Good.
Get out.
Cool.
Get out.
Here you go, world. You will see all of
That's
this.
because I blocked him on Facebook, because I changed my name back to, because I never legally changed my name, but what the fuck you want.
Doesn't matter.
Up, man. Having trouble connecting. About to make y'all live real quick before I go to bed. You know, the internet. I'm gonna tell you one thing, but I've done research on this shit, man. You know, I sat back and I've studied a lot of shit. Most people think they struggle with females because of looks, money, body game, charisma. Sex game, etc. But what if I was to tell you that these things are true to a certain extent, but they're not true because every woman is different, more than alike, and there's always somebody out there who got money, who got charisma, who got whatever you think that is stopping you from getting a woman. The truth is, if you pay attention to a woman's love, we call it love language, meaning how she really moves when it comes to guys, how she really feels when it comes to guys, how she behaves, you know, misbehaves, etc., then you will understand that they'll do anything for the guy that they want. I just seen a post that said, I'll text a guy 70, 80 times. I'll show up, this or that. And if you've ever had a woman who really liked you, then you know that she blows up your phone to the point that it could be annoying. But I say that to say this. Do you want women that like you? Or do you want women that like someone else? Do you want women or a woman that likes you? Or do you want one or women that really like somebody else? Because you have to understand that most women did not get the guy they really wanted. But you want to be that guy that they really wanted. If you settle for anything else, you're settling. The only way it's okay to not be the guy they really want, don't really want, is if it's sex. If it's not sex or business, then you're settling if you're dealing with a woman who really don't want you, but she'll just deal with you because the other guy don't want her. No way around it. You're settling if she gives you head, all that. You're not going to get the best of her at all. Remember, these females will abandon their own kids for a man. I'm not saying you should want a woman who would do that, but you want a woman that feels that way about you, like that strong about you. They'll abandon their kids. They'll do whatever. They'll go to jail. They'll do whatever. So it depends on what type of experience you want. You want the experience of a woman who really wants another guy, or you want the experience of a woman who don't want no other guy? Choice is on you. And the choice is on you because once you don't see that TLC type bullshit that you hear in their songs, then you're not him. If you got a question if she like you, you're not him. If there's any resistance, you're not him. And that goes for even if you've been with her for a while and then she starts resisting and doing shit like that. Because there's levels to this shit. Just because she's with you don't mean you locked in for life. Just because her body's there don't mean she really wants you. Just because you got kids by her don't mean she really wants you. Just because she gives you sex every now and then because you help her survive don't mean she really wants you. And you know what that means, right? That means somebody else is getting her behind your back or can. That means child support or divorce. Once she finds a better way to survive than dealing with you, the guy she really don't want. See, she feels like she can't survive without the guy she really wants. And a lot of you are coming across women who didn't get the guy they really wanted for whatever reason. Something happened. And unless you're the next guy that she really wants, this is why you're getting this behavior, this misbehaving, and I'm a bad bitch and all that. All that shit gets piped the fuck down when it comes to a guy they really want. Because they'll do anything for a guy they really want. Anything. Even to act right. Even shut up. Anything. So if you see resistance or misbehavior, you're not the one. So move the fuck on to the women or the woman that feels you are that one. Why would you want to experience a woman who wants another guy? Y'all got to get this fine woman out of your head shit and all this other shit and start picking the one that's going to give you the best experience. It's going to treat you the best. It's tough because attraction's a motherfucker. This is why women don't pick the good guy. He's right there. When I say good guy, I'm just trying to make a separation. It doesn't mean that so-called Chad or Tyrone's not good guys. But when I say good guys she really want. A lot of times the reason why they don't want that guy is because of the attraction. So vice versa. When it's a woman that really like you, but she's not this model or whatever you got going on in your head that you think you want, this is why you don't behave. You don't cooperate. You don't pick her. Well, it's the same thing with females. They're not going to just pick a guy just because he's a good guy or he got stuff going on. Same thing, good guy. They're going to pick what they're attracted to. If she's a toxic woman, she's going to pick a guy that's toxic because she's attracted to that. Plain and simple. If she's a gold digger, she's going to pick a guy who got money because she's attracted to that. Or should I say, she'll pick a guy just because she only got to like a guy. She'll pick him just because he got money. All women want a guy that got some money, but not all women will just pick you because you got money. Because not all women are gold diggers. See what I'm saying? If she's a woman that's based on looks mainly, why you gotta be a certain look. Whatever look that is in her head, then she'll pick you based over that. Some of them will literally pick a guy just because he got tattoos because they care so much about looks. It depends on what the woman prioritizes when it comes to a man. That's why the best women are the ones who prioritize the right things in a man. And that's why they're usually married or they're not really ran through like that because they actually pick shit that matter in a man. So they're not getting played and humped and dumped and all that other shit. They actually look for shit that really matter. Like, how does he care about me? How does he treat me? Same thing you need to start doing with females. This is why you struggle with women, because you're picking women based off the wrong shit. It's kind of simple as a man. But we make it difficult by dealing with women who don't really want us. And when I say we, I'm just saying we so people don't feel like I'm just pointing the finger. Because we've all been guilty of it. I may not be guilty of it no more because I understand. But that doesn't mean I haven't been guilty of it. And that don't mean that I won't be guilty of it again. But I don't think a lot of y'all understand the significance of most women that you come across are already caught up on somebody else. You're just a placeholder or a Band-Aid. And the only way you're not going to be a placeholder or a Band-Aid is if you are the one that she sees as another number one. This is why it's a mandatory must to get full cooperation or no deal. Because if you're not getting full cooperation, you're not the next one guy that she sees out of all the batches of guys in her face. And again, the only way you should be okay with this, not being number one, the only way you should be okay with not being number one is if you decide, guy, that just she lets smash. Or it's a business thing. Other than that, they really don't deserve your attention like that if they don't see you number one. They don't deserve your resources, none of that. It is what it is. Just like you don't deserve things from a female if you don't see her number one. But the thing is, they get away with it. But when we want to have standards, it's a problem. But that's their problem, because as a man, you should have standards. So it's not your problem. Don't make it your problem. That's their problem if they mad because you got standards and you won't be a simp or they're a bitch or whatever. That's their problem. Come correct or don't come at all. Come correct or don't come at all. It's all about what she wants and a man that's going to determine what man she picks. And it's all about whether you're going to settle for being number two, which it's all about whether you're going to settle for being anything other than that one guy she really wants. And again, the only way you should settle is if it's just sex. Because to me, pay attention to this shit. If a woman doesn't see me number one, to me, she's not good for anything but sex. I didn't say women aren't good for anything but sex. I said if a woman doesn't see me as the number one guy, because what else can you do for me but use me? Because you really want someone else. So the only way I could win or get something out of this is if, yeah, you want that other guy, your boyfriend or whatever, but you let me smash or whatever. Or, yeah, I'm a placeholder or whatever because you're hurt by old dude, but you're letting me smash. Shoulder to cry on. Dick to ride on. That is the only way that you dudes out here should be dealing with women who are not showing you 100% cooperation. Because again, I'm going to say it again. If it's not 100% cooperation, you're not 100% the guy she wants. Facts. There's no need to be wrecking your brain trying to figure out why women don't like me and why they don't blah, 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 blah. I already told you why. You're just not the one that they like. There's so many guys they could choose from, and you're just not him. Accept it, move on, deal with women who think you are him, and have a way better experience. Imagine you convincing a woman who really didn't want you to fuck with you, but you're not getting no head, you buying her everything, you're doing everything. No respect, no king treatment at all. But you got the woman you wanted. But she really don't want you. Or you could just start dealing with women who actually want you and get king treatment and all this other stuff. If you're willing to throw all that away over a female who might look a little bit better but don't want you, then you go ahead and choose that and make that mistake. Because that's exactly what it is. That's what women are doing. They're choosing the one they are attracted to the most versus the one that they're attracted to maybe, but he's also the better choice, you know. But they got the vagina, so they're going to experiment with the one that gets them aroused the most. That's just what they're going to do. And they hope that he turns out to be the right guy. They don't pick the right guy. They pick the guy that arouses them the most, and then they hope that he's the right guy. You know, it's just not in them to pick the one that he doesn't arouse me as much as such and such, but he's the right guy. Let me just pick him. Kind of like a man would say, I'll take a 7 over a 10. You know what I mean? The male version of that would be, I'll take a 7 over a 10. And ultimately, that 7 is going to end up being a 10 because your experience with them is king treatment. And ultimately, that 10 is not going to be a 10 when you get the experience with her because she see you as a fan. The only way a 10 is going to be 10 experience is if she sees you number 1. Or you number 2 on the side, you ain't got to put in nothing. She just give you sex, you know. Those are the only two guys you should be. If you number 3 and all that other stuff, you're just getting used, man, for your attention and energy when number 1 or even number 1 and 2 don't act right. And also, if you number 1 and she has another guy, the other guy's the winner. You're not the winner. You're putting in all that work. You probably ain't getting none from her. That's why she's sleeping with someone else. You know what I mean? You're not the winner. Don't think like these women think and say, oh, I'm the main girl, I'm the winner. No, she's not. The only reason why they think that is because they're females and they base why they pick a man off of protection and stability and all that. You know what I mean? But at the end of the day, she's putting more into that man than them side girls who are just getting fucked and then go about their way. So she's really not winning. She just thinks she is. But that's why you're struggling, man. Just ignore the... You want to get the money and stuff like that because ultimately that can help you attract different level, league level women. Like it puts you on you qualify for another league. You know what I mean? So therefore, unfortunately, a lot of times the best looking women, the better looking they are, the more they have the standard of choosing the guys that are winning in life. You know what I mean? And I'm not saying that's right, but it's just facts. And I'm also not saying that money in general is going to help you get women because there's other guys with money. It just helps you qualify for better women because you have the money. You know, you take care of yourself and your body game and all that. That's going to help you qualify to get better women. But it's still ultimately going to be up to you. And it's still ultimately going to be up to her seeing you number 1. Because just because you got money and you got your body together and all this other shit, okay, you're on a different, you qualify for a different level of women. But guess what? There's other guys on that level. So she's still going to pick the one she likes the most, bro. This is why rich men struggle. Oh, how he's struggling with women, dog. Look what all he got going on. He's still struggling. Tom Brady or whatever. Yeah. Because there's other guys on that level. So it doesn't matter if you're a bum on a couch living with your mom or you're a millionaire. You still going to struggle. If you don't choose the one that sees you number 1. And when you hear these women cry, this is where the game gets twisted and they confuse y'all. They'll cry about if a man wants what he wants, he'll move mountains and do all this and don't match a woman's energy, blah, 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 right? You hear it online all the time. Y'all know what I'm talking about. But guess what? You know who they're talking to? The one that they want that didn't want them for whatever reason. Because the one they wanted, if the one they wanted them, you would be irrelevant. You know what I mean? They wouldn't be interacting with you. They wouldn't be on Facebook even trying to get comfort from men on Facebook by saying dumb shit like they say. They'd be quiet about it, basically. They'd be talking about something else or some shit. Or they wouldn't be talking to you. Either or. But they're talking to the guys that's not wanting them. So all that stuff that y'all hear about them complaining about men, they're talking about guys or a guy that didn't want them. Because they have vaginas, so they simply could just pick the guy that wants them, or the guy that they can tell too if you really like them or not, by the way. So they would just simply choose a guy that only way they can't tell is if a guy's acting. And sometimes they still can tell, but there's guys out there that actually like them. They just not picking them. All guys ain't acting like they like these women. Some of them really do, but the women ain't picking it. So when you hear these women cry about how men are, just understand that putting on your cape and trying to save the day and all that shit, it's not going to work, because unless she sees you as the next guy that she likes over all guys. But the main reason why it won't work is because she's already came across good men. So being a good man is not what's going to make her want you. You got to be the attractive man in her eyes. Attraction is different for everybody. You know what I mean? So don't get caught up in, oh, I'm ugly. This is why looks don't matter, because everybody's different. What's good for you is not good for me. Vice versa. Might not be good for me, should I say. And vice versa. But yeah, like I was saying, man, if they really wanted a good guy, they would just pick one. But the problem is they like the other guy more than everybody else. So they'll do whatever for a guy they like, including fumble good men. Let's say that again. I thought I was done cooking, but I guess not. They'll do whatever for the man they like, including fumble good men for him who's ignoring her, clearly showing that he don't want her. They'll fumble good men. Sacrifice their whole future. Have a baby, whatever. Anything. There's nothing they will not do for the guy they want. So I don't want to give head, I got a headache, or I don't want to do this or that. Go make your own food, all that stuff y'all dealing with these females, man. You're dealing with a woman who just don't see you as a king, bro. And the sad thing is you don't see yourself as a king. That's why she's getting it off. Because if you've seen yourself as a king, you would recognize that she doesn't see you as a king, and she'd be gone. Let me say that again. She doesn't see you as a king, and you don't even see yourself as a king. And she can't see yourself, even if she... Sometimes, let me say it like this. Sometimes they can't... This is another way reason why y'all might struggle. Sometimes these women can't see the greatness in you, and you this and that, because you don't even see it in yourself. That's why sometimes if a woman gets out of pocket and you stand ground and say, look, I'll clean that up or I'm done, or you just walk away, leave her alone, and maybe she come back, come chasing you down or whatever, basically. That's why you see the respect when that happens, because she see that you see it in yourself. Oh shit, I can't play around with him like them other guys. He ain't having that. He must be great. He must see greatness in himself. That's why he's not having that. So sometimes that makes them, that's why sometimes when they say, oh, she left, she stopped talking to me, she ghosted me, and just ignore them, they'll come back. Yeah, a lot of times, but sometimes they come back because of what I just said, but a lot of times it's for their own gain. It's not what I said, but it can be that too. Sometimes they see the worth in you because you see it in you. See me? Yeah, she might look good, and yeah, she got all kind of men in her inbox and all this and all that. Yeah, she got a vagina. But at the end of the day, I don't think she's better than me. And it doesn't matter how much I like the girl. The mindset has to be she's not better than me. You gotta have this mentality, because when dealing with women, because if you don't, you're going to start simping and taking shit you shouldn't take and all this other stuff. And that's another reason why y'all struggle with women. Because you're not, how can you struggle with women if you cut off anyone that causes any type of struggle? And I'm not talking about like being down for a woman that you know is down for you, and you go hard or do whatever it takes to make it work, or try to anyway. I'm not talking about that. I'm just simply talking about in general, when you see them out of pocket and shit like this. Stop falling for this, wait for this, I'm not ready, or all that shit. That might be true when it comes to men. Some men might not be ready. Some men might actually want to wait to get in relationships, but that's not true with females, man. Only way it could be true with a woman is if she just got hurt and got out of a relationship like she really hurt. That's the only way. And they really don't do that because they get with other men that try to match that pain. So it's rare that happens. Don't chase, don't be. It's just that simple. If she likes you, she'll let you know. Somehow, some way, she'll let you know. You just need to focus on self-improving. Don't worry about it. And don't settle for less. Don't settle for women that will make you struggle. That's why you struggle with women, because you're settling for that. You don't have to talk to them or deal with them or pick them that are not picking you. You can completely ignore them. They already think you're not good enough. They think another guy better. So basically, you're already invisible to them. So you might as well return the favor. Shit. All right, man. I'm about to get up off here, man. Just remember, the ones that like you make it easy. The ones that don't, the more she likes you, the easier she's going to make it for you and comply. The less she likes you, the harder she's going to make it, and the less she's going to comply. I don't give a damn how much she says she's a bad bitch or independent or whatever. If she like you a lot, all that shit pipes the fuck down. Trust me. A lot of people are just getting their feelings because somebody likes somebody else better than them. And you shouldn't, because just because they like somebody better don't mean they are better. You know what I mean? So when you get your girlfriend, she's going to be happier and have a better life than the women who didn't choose you. So I'm out of here, man. Catch y'all in the next one. Ready to go to bed, man. Back to sleep for now. But yeah, stop all that money, cars, and all that bullshit. Start focusing on who really likes you. Who really trying to fuck with you, because that's the key ingredient. Money and muscles and all that shit is supposed to be for you anyway. It really has nothing to do with females. That's supposed to be all for you. They just benefit off of it. They benefit off of being with a healthy man. They benefit off of if you got money and all this other shit. But ultimately, it's supposed to be for you. Plus, you really don't need none of that shit when it comes to the right chick. Because you just think you him. On the flip side, you can have all that shit and get the wrong chick. And you know how that turns out. So, catch you on the next one.